I got some toys. Alright, so the reason I'm making this video is I do a ton of research on everything that I purchase. I have been interested in doing some wood turning for quite a long time. 2020 hits, I got time. Can't go anywhere, can't do anything. Decided to pick up a new hobby and I came up with, let's try some wood turning. When I research everything, a lot of my research comes from obviously the internet, YouTube videos, online chat forums, things along those lines. I've never really wood turned. I mean, once in high school or junior high for 20 minutes and that was it. Stop. And I really could not find anything on this specific WEN lathe. The model is the 34027. It is a 12-inch by 16-inch variable speed lathe that has a lot of attractive features at a very attractive price point. Since I have not turned anything, I'm not sure if I'm really going to like this. Are there better lathes out there? Absolutely. People that do wood turning for a living are absolutely going to hate me for even buying this. Don't buy that Chinese garbage, how dare you. You could spend $200 more and get this brand and this and that, and that's all great. That's not what I'm here for. This is a beginner lathe for me. There are cheaper ones, there are ones that are more expensive. If I like it, I pick it up. This is the cheap part of wood turning that I've discovered. It's not just a lathe. You need a helmet, you need an apron, you need turning tools, and those add up really quick. You need a bench grinder, you need sharpening jigs, you need so much more than just a lathe. I want to get an extension. Due to the fact it's the 16, you can get the extension, which brings it out another 22, 23 inches. You can get a floor stand, or you can use it as a bench. The main thing for me is I just want to try it on my workbench at first. If I like it, that's awesome. If I don't, I can sell it, recoup some of my cash, we're good to go. But a cheap lathe or inexpensive lathe, I haven't even opened it up. It's terrible. Another reason actual wood turners or professionals or people who have done this for much longer than me are going to hate this is because I have a regular high-speed grinder, not a Rikon slow-speed grinder, which won't eat your tools as quickly. That's awesome. I know the benefits of a slow speed grinder and a high-speed grinder, and I'm going to upgrade to CBN wheels shortly when I get some higher quality tools. In the meantime, I just bought a set of turning tools from Harbor Freight for 20 bucks. And next month when I have a little extra cash, because Christmas is over and you know how Christmas goes, the main thing for me, I want to see if I like it, and then I can start investing even more and more money into it. And if I don't, I'm out cheap. That's pretty good to me. Box! What's in the box? Should also point out that when I made the purchase of this model, it was a couple weeks, 3 weeks before Christmas, and everything was still on sale from Black Friday, but there was no inventory available. So I went to WEN's website, and this is normally $520, $550, something along those lines, around 500 bucks on Amazon. When I was looking, I was able to pick this guy up for 380 bucks. It was a refurb. I forfeit my 2-year warranty and go within 90 days, but we should be able to figure that out real quick. All right, looks like we got heavy. We got the lathe out. It has the plate already attached. MT2 spur. Stay. Live center. Seems to spin free. This be the locking pin. Too many round pieces. And a bunch of stuff covered in packing grease. It's like the ramrod, Allen wrench, couple package. Covered in packing grease. Packing oil, whatever you want to call it. Like this thing needs a quick wipe down. Through all my research, I've discovered that WD-40 is great for cutting packing grease. I did that on a chuck that I recently purchased. It was just saturated in grease. So just a quick walk around the unit because I could never find one of these. Specifications, model, motor, swing, blah blah blah. And you can actually get a close-up of the display, as far as rotation, forward, backward, whichever way you need it to go. I did notice that the motor was turned all the way up out of the box. Everything that I have read says always start your motor off in the low position and work your way up. Side piece will go on here. I haven't gotten to put anything on this yet. Just want to do a quick walk around. Different tool rests to be able to put your knockout tool and your spur. And then if you come around the back side, it's actually very well built, very heavy, all cast. I did notice this, which kind of shocked me right out of the gate, was that there are actually, I did notice, I couldn't find this anywhere, but there's actually a measurement gauge on the tail stock, which could be nice as far as like, drilling into a piece. Just know what you're dealing with, to be honest. Banjo slides pretty freely. I'm going to put a wax onto the bed just to keep this protected slightly. Alright, before I plug her in and get really going on this thing, I want to test and make sure it's true. Going to be putting in the live center into the tail stock, and you take your spur chuck, take your spur, pop it in, take your tail stock, loosen it up, Okay, and now the test to see if the 2 points line up to make sure if it's true. I can tell right there that I'm about a millimeter off. And how you fix that is you turn the little rubber feet a little bit and that will line it back up. After the adjustment, I'd say that lined up rather nicely. All right, moment of truth. Spin, make sure everything's spinning freely, nothing's in the way, banjo's out of the way, tailstock's out of the way. That appears to be in reverse. There we go, there's forward. And right out of the gate, we're down to about 491 RPMs, very quiet. I was expecting a little more, to be honest. About 800 RPMs. One of the complaints is you can't really see the RPM meter. I'm gonna turn that off so you can hear me. One of the complaints is that you can't really see the RPM reader at an angle, and they're right. You do have to kind of just lean your head back a little bit and see where you're at, but I think that's more of a set it when you're there kind of thing. And now, a little over 2,500 RPMs as stated. And we're down to about 502 at the low speed. I like it, I dig it. I'm just gonna hit this with some 100% beeswax. I got a 3-pack of this. Cargen, C-A-R-G-E-N. It was like 13 bucks for a 3-pack and 4 of these nice foam pads to apply it with. And beeswax is good for everything and never goes bad. This with a generous amount. Keep it from rusting, sliding nice and smoothly. Yuck. Shit. This far, thanks for hanging out with me, checking out the WEN 34027 variable speed 16 by 12 lathe. I just managed to turn a couple little pieces real quick, nothing big. I got some walnut set aside that I'm gonna start attacking here in the next couple days, but I am beat setting up all these tools. Also going to do a future video on the DeWalt grinder and the Savannah Pro Grind system. Look for that in future videos, and we'll be able to give you a review on that. But so far, very happy with the WEN purchase. Excited to get the new CBN wheels, excited to get the higher end tools that can handle my grinder properly. But if you want to keep following me, you know what to do. Thank you.